Russia opened a new front and advanced on the 5 kilometers front. It's day 648 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Starting from northwest of Kreminna. Up until now, this area has not seen intense fighting. If you remember, Ukrainian forces used this area in their counteroffensive. They wanted to cut Russian forces like this and trap them. However, that definitely did not go according to the plan, as Russians did not move an inch. Since then, this area has mostly transitioned to positional fighting. If we zoom into this area, we can see several track marks. You might say, there is war going on, obviously there are going to be marks. However, if we look closer, we can see the nature of the fighting. We can see how each side uses the area when attacking. These marks south of the road appears to be of Ukrainian forces, as they tried to attack Russian positions at the south, like we discussed earlier. Similarly, these marks at the north of the road also appears to be of Ukrainian forces. They were mostly targeting Russian forces in the eastern direction. On the other hand, we can also see several marks which appear to be from Russian forces. These marks north of the road show us how Russian forces attacked Ukrainian positions in this area. From all this, it is clear that Ukrainian positions around this forested area are strong. There is probably a series of well-fortified trenches, and this is likely the case for this whole area. However, this silent front was about to change. It appears as if Ukrainian armed forces redeployed some of their forces from this area, leaving its defense weak, which was then noticed by Russian forces, and then they decided to take advantage. Report says Russian forces launched an attack on the 5 kilometers front. Their main goal most likely is to push Ukrainian forces significantly back, which will then force Ukrainian armed forces to redeploy their units back here. So it appears that their first target was this Ukrainian position. Report says they were able to successfully advance roughly 1 kilometer deep and took this large area under their control. It seems like Ukrainian forces were taken by surprise, as they clearly did not expect this massive attack. And they clearly did not have an answer, otherwise we would not have seen this drastic change. After taking the fortified trenches, Russian forces continued their advance further. As a result, they were able to capture this next tree line under their control. In the meantime, Ukrainian reinforcements arrived and launched a counterattack. Their objective was to stabilize the front and then push Russians back. Latest report says they were able to recapture this position and this whole area. Russian forces were able to successfully penetrate nearly 2 kilometers deep on the 5 kilometers front. Currently, fighting is reported in several areas. The Ukrainian garrison around Kreminna is strong, so we might see a Ukrainian counterattack in this area in the coming days. Now moving to Bakhmut. After the huge success in recapturing the lost area, Russian paratroopers continued to attack Ukrainian positions. Their main focus remains in the direction of Avdiivka, along the railway line and around Kreminna. It looks like they are not rushing this. Recently, after the attack, they were able to take a couple of trenches and this tree line under their control. Furthermore, they are looking to recapture this area. Now at Avdiivka, Russian forces have increased their pressure. They are attacking the heights from the north and the railway tracks from east. Recently, Russian sources reported that their forces were able to take this area under their control. But this advance is yet to be visually confirmed. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.